So they're going to have active hands. Last but not least, blocking out and dominating on the glass. This is an area I think Michigan can really expose this Penn State team. Penn State ranks 18th in the conference in offensive rebound and 17th in defensive rebound. So Michigan can really expose them in that area.
Yeah, Big Ten foes have boarded 34% of their misses against Penn State. Certainly an area for Michigan to exploit. Those are Terry's keys to victory. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the men from State College, the Penn State Nittany Lions, 13-7 overall. The aforementioned mark of 3-6 in the Big Ten. Ace Baldwin, the star of the show, as Terry said earlier, the head of the snake. He's the reigning Big Ten's Defensive Player of the Year, and he's fourth nationally at 8 assists a ball game. He has played every minute of each of the last 3 Penn State games. He's joined in the backcourt by senior Nick Kern Jr., who's 6th in the Big Ten with 61% at his field goal percentage, and Freddie Dilion V. Dilion has scored 10 or more in 12 games, spent his first 2 seasons, a redshirt, then a deep reserve role at Tennessee. Inside, the Penn State Nittany Lions have an interesting product. We heard from Dusty May about Yannick Conan Niederhauser, the junior and the transfer from Northern Illinois. He leads the league in both blocks per game at better than 2, and 40 dunks. Also paces things over his last 3. He shot 76%. And he's joined in that front court by the 4-man Zach Hicks. He had a really solid performance against Michigan back in Minneapolis to end the Wolverines' season back in March. He had 20, a game high, in that Penn State win in the Big Ten tournament's first round. Second-year head coach Mike Rhodes leads Penn State here to Ann Arbor. He is in his second season with the Nittany Lions, 29-24 overall. His 11th Division I head coaching season. He's 205 at 137. Associate head coach Jamal Brunt. Assistants Brent Scott, Joe Crispin, and the son of the great Phil Martelli, Jimmy Martelli, back on the Penn State staff. For the Michigan Wolverines, 14-5 for the overall mark, 6-2 in the Big Ten. Big bounce-back opportunity for Trey Donaldson, who will face the best defender he's faced all year, and Ace Baldwin on the other side. Donaldson, a season low, 1 assist, a season high, 6 turnovers against Purdue. And Amari Burnett's trying to find his stroke since that 11 of 12 shooting performance in LA, just 9 of his last 25. And Roddy Gale Jr., he scored 10 or more in 9 of his last 10 ball games. Area 51 also looking to bounce back. In particular, Danny Wolf, the 4-man, he has scored exactly 4 points in each of the last 2 games. Only had 2 rebounds. He's been one of the top rebounders in the Big Ten all season long. And Vlad Golden, he is listed questionable. He is not feeling well. Didn't go through as much in the way of warming up as he normally would, but he is out there, and he's ready to roll for Michigan, this team's leading scorer. Head coach is Dusty May, 7th Division I head coaching season, 140 wins and 74 losses. Assistants, Mike Boynton Jr., Akeem Miskadeen, Drew Williamson, Justin Joyner, and our pregame guest, Kyle Church. Referees today, Jason Phillips, Todd Austin, and DJ Karstensen. Karstensen ready to flip it up. It'll be Niederhauser for Penn State, Golden for Michigan. They await, ball tapped by Niederhauser before it got to the apex, but he shoved it right to Michigan's Danny Wolf. So the Wolverines start with it in their blue jersey tops and bottoms against the gray from Penn State. Wolverines left to right to kick things off here at a sold-out Chrysler Center, 5th straight sellout. In between the circles, Wolf high to the right now. It's Donaldson. Jets his way to the left elbow. Stops in the paint. Floats it up there. Gets the friendly roll. And it's 2-0 Wolverines.
Yeah, I love the fact that Michigan didn't settle for a 3-point shot. Concentrating on getting downhill, get 2 feet in that painted area, and scoring at the rim.
Left corner, Nick Kern Jr. with it. He's not much of a 3-point shooter, so he strolls his way left of the lane, pauses left elbow. English is a pass to Niederhauser. Pivots, a right block, banks, and misses it. Good contest from Golden. Rebound, Danny Wolf. You can already tell Golden certainly trying to labor through it tonight. Has it right wing. Over to the right pocket, Donaldson around a Golden screen. Pauses at the point, whips it left corner, knocked out of bounds by Kern. It stays Michigan's ball. Timer at 17, 57 seconds in, 2-0 U of M.
Yeah, well, Glad is kind of gutting it out, if you will. But I tell you what, will make him feel better. Let him get a dunk or a three-point shot to fall, and all of a sudden, that's the medicine.
Right side, Gale wheels into the paint, had a shot blocked by Niederhauser, the Big Ten's leading blocker. That's number 44 on his season. Penn State, the basketball, right wing Kern considers a three, now drives underneath the cup, kick it left side, Baldwin Jr., and the pass deflected twice, first by Gale and then by Hicks out of bounds. Penn State turns it over, much to the surprise of Mike Rhodes, having a word with E.J. Carstensen, who made the emphatic call. It was Michigan's ball.
Yeah, well, Michigan's getting a couple of deflections. They're getting back to their old ways of playing defense in a half-court set.
Donaldson, base of the block M for the Maize and Blue. Wolverines up 2-0. Left wing, it's Wolf. Fakes a handoff to Gale. Now spins one high block left. Golden faces up against Niederhauser. Backs him down with 3 right-handed dribbles. Now a fourth, lost the handle, ball on the deck. Kicked out of bounds by Hicks. It stays with Michigan. Shot clock dwindles to 9.
Yeah, and that's something that Vlad is going to have to get used to, is getting those double teams. Some of the monster games he's had, he's requiring double teams, and he has to recognize on where that double team is coming from.
Donaldson lofts it left pocket. Free ball, Wolf up and good. A swish from Danny Wolf. Came in just 34%. Love to see it. 5-0 Michigan.
Yeah, well, how about no hesitation there by Danny Wolf? Usually he'll hesitate and want to dribble the basketball around. Has to have another dimension to his game.
That three-pointer brought to you by Citgo Top Tier Try Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Drive into the paint by Dillion. Had a shot rejected out of bounds. Last touch, Michigan. Dillion, no chance there. The Wolverines with some swarming defense early on, up 5-0. And you can see already the substitution patterns changing a little bit as Will Cheddar comes in for Vlad Golden, who leaves 2 minutes and 2 seconds in. Michigan up 5-0. Right baseline, Dillion off the inbound. Had his shot blocked, but a foul. As Will Cheddar got a little too handsy there. Michigan going for back-to-back blocks on that trip. Wolf credited for the block a bit ago, and now the foul on Cheddar. It's the first foul of the ball game for either side.
Yeah, well, Will Cheddar is going to have to understand how valuable he is in this ball game. You can take those type of fouls as a coming off the bench type of guy, but he's probably going to end up trying to get starter minutes in a game like this with Vlad being a little bit under the weather.
Dillion the fifth with his first free throw good. He's a 64% free throw shooter. Spent his first 2 seasons at Tennessee. Second one up and it rattles home. Haven't seen a whole lot of Cheddar lately. Just 25 minutes over the last 2 ball games, including a Big Ten low 9 minutes in that overtime win over Northwestern 8 days ago. Michigan 5, Penn State 2. Wolverines with the basketball. Cheddar has it high on the left for Michigan. Fakes a hand to Gale. Dump it down Wolf. Backs down Kern. Spins left baseline. Shot fake behind the basket. Chucks it over to Cheddar, who leans in with a shot put attempt, and he misses it short. Boarded by Dillion. Here come the Nittany Lions. Dillion snakes his way into the paint. Reach-in foul called on Michigan. It was a late whistle. Now they call it on Roddy Gale Jr. He and Namari Burnett swarm defensively. Roddy's first, team's second, inbound baseline right for Penn State.
Yeah, well, I'd rather see a Wolverine there in the gap, ready to play defense, as opposed to opening up a pathway to the hoop.
Baldwin spins one out toward Hicks. Now left side, Kern takes it in. Banks misses. Offensive rebound, Niederhauser. Whip it right wing. Baldwin a 3, and it's good. Left wide open, only shoots 29.5% from 3, but he had a good look there, and we're deadlocked at 5. Amari Burnett into the forecourt for Michigan. 17:07 rolling first half clock. Right corner Cheddar, up fake, now leaving for Burnett. He takes the rain-making 3, misses it off the heel. Rebound tapped by Wolf to Cheddar, underhands at Burnett, zings one inside Gale, shot fake, let his man go by, laid it up and in with a right hand. Dynamite ball movement from Michigan. They take the 7-5 lead.
Yeah, well, you're talking about an area where they can do some damage yet.
Niederhauser goes up strong, misses on what was kind of a flip from a dunk to a layup attempt, but he gets fouled. It's on Danny Wolf. So Niederhauser heads to the line as the first 3 fouls of the ball game whistled on Michigan. This Danny Wolf's first. So Yannick Conan Niederhauser, a 66% free throw shooter, has 2 for the Nittany Lions. 16:46 to play first half, 7-5 U of M.
Yeah, well, what Michigan's going to have to do is get some of those clean rebounds and get out and run. If you don't want to see Niederhauser in the game, you got to run him.
First free throw for the native of Switzerland is a swish. 7-6 Michigan. Second one from Niederhauser, also pure, and we're deadlocked at 7 for Penn State's first 7 coming from the free throw line. And some full court press for the team that does it second most in the Big Ten, Penn State. Inbound to Burnett, jets his way into the forecourt, and that was easy from Michigan. Now to Gale, left point, head down, crosses over left elbow, lofts it to the right side, Wolf, chugs his way ahead of the key, back to Donaldson now left side, loses it, and it was because it was knocked out of his hands. Both Baldwin and Kern all over Donaldson there. So Michigan inbounds baseline left, 11 on the timer. Game tied at 7 early on.
Yeah, well, Michigan's doing a good job on the full court press breaker, allowing Namari Burnett to bring that ball up, take a little pressure off of Donaldson.
Off the inbound, Donaldson gets it back, finds left corner. Cheddar, a wide open 3, you betcha. Will Cheddar with triple number 19. That one's silky smooth. It's 10-7 Wolverines.
Yeah, well, you're going to get wide open looks against this Penn State Nittany Lions team simply because they do a lot of gambling. So
Hicks tries to find a cutting Dillion, and it went right through his wickets. Here's Burnett up ahead. Gale Euros banks and scores left of the lane. 12-7, a turnover for touchdown. Michigan with 2 turnovers forced, none done. It's 12-7 Michigan.
Yeah, like Roddy Gale when he's in that attack mode, understanding that he left half the team behind him. Hey, you got to get in attack mode.
Bad pass, Niederhauser trying to one-arm zinger to the right baseline, and Dillion make it 3 cough-ups for Penn State. The first 2 have ultimately yielded 5 Michigan points, and that's the difference right now. 12-7 Wolverines, 15:42 to carry first half. You're locked into Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa presents the 30-second radio hour.
Woo! I ask you, Donna, is cross-country skiing great or what? Yeah, I'm speechless too. Finding your true north can really take your breath away. No breath. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Discover your true north moment amid the wonders of nature at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa.
Hey, Donna, how about some snowshoeing after this? Are you kidding me?
Grand Traverse Resort and Spa. No truer north.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
The essential energy you need to fuel your passion for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience essential energy with 0 sugar and 7 essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius will help keep you energized for every minute of game time. Celsius, essential energy to help you live fit. Go Blue. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Wolverines an early 12-7 lead here at home against Penn State. And Terry Mills, a nice change compared to what we saw at Purdue on Friday. Michigan fell behind 13-2, 5 turnovers. This time Penn State has 3 turnovers to Michigan's 0, and thus the Wolverines lead by 5.
Yeah, and those timeouts, those turnovers was before the first media timeout. So let's call it what it is. Coach Dusty May said, hey, this is a fork in the road. That's kind of generous, I guess, but if you ask me, I'll keep it family friendly. It was a beatdown is what it was. So it's good to see the Wolverines responding the way they are here today.
I look forward to the next commercial break to learn where you might have gone with that not family friendly. We'll ensure Tony Butler, our outstanding engineer, keeps us off the air for that as we remind you that the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics is Belfour Property Restoration. Belfour is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. You can nominate one by visiting mgoblue.com/hero. With Tony Butler, Rob Joyce, and the national champ Terry Mills, I'm Brian Bush. Wolverines bring Vlad Golden back into the ballgame. Danny Wolf takes a seat. And with Vlad under the weather, grinding through it today, we'll be curious how they try to ping-pong Vlad and Danny against this Penn State team that isn't massive on the inside, but certainly has some strength and some oomph at the forward position.
Yeah, I think kind of sparingly. I mean, I think that when he comes back in, he's going to probably come in for Will Cheddar. So
Donaldson gets a bit of a bailout call there as he was driving right of the lane. Got kicked there by Ace Baldwin Jr., Penn State's best player. He has the first foul of the game for Penn State. Donaldson's a little bit shaken up after spilling to the deck. I think it was a trip, but it was a trip into Trey already kind of stumbling. Vlad has it left point for Michigan, who leads at 12-7, 4.5 minutes in. Vlad loses the handle, poked out of there by Niederhauser, and Kern comes up with it for the Nittany Lions. He drives left of the lane, misses the bunny, got it right back, and banks and scores on the right block. 12-9, Michigan's lead whittled to 3.
yeah, you can see that Vlad is a little bit out of sorts, but
Right corner, Cheddar around the rainbow. Donaldson feeds Burnett left wing. Back over toward Donaldson, intercepted. Ace Baldwin, his 40th steal of the year, results in an easy lane with a left hand on the left block. 12-11 in Michigan's second turnover in back-to-back trips after a good start in the first 4 minutes.
yeah, and that's a problem that Michigan's had all season long. And you talk about why they can't put teams away. Those turnovers. I mean, you got to be able to take care of that basketball and don't come away with empty possessions.
Into the paint, Gale, kick it left corner. Donaldson, shot fake, got his man up, shimmies to the right, shoots a three and scores it. A little quick glance over to the Penn State bench is Trey Donaldson. Hits triple, number 37 on the year. It's 15-11 Michigan. On the other side, Donaldson strips Baldwin. It deflects to Golden, lobs ahead Burnett. Clean runway for a two-hand jam. Roommate to roommate as freshman at Texas Tech. Namari Burnett crams it home at 17-11 Michigan. And then Ace Baldwin kind of shimmied with the right arm to Donaldson. Donaldson spilled. Play on here at Chrysler. Right side, drive by Kern. Shut off at the baseline. Feed left point, Hicks a contested three. Front rim off. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Niederhauser. And Penn State going back to Michigan after quite a little forearm shimmy there from Baldwin to Donaldson.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Michigan was there on the catch on Zach Hicks. Zach Hicks shooting 42% from three-point line. That's how you have to be there. I mean, if you're going to close out and contest, you got to be there on the catch and make it difficult.
A couple of reserves in for Penn State. DeMarco Dunn in there, as is Kachi Enze, replacing DeLeon and Niederhauser. In between the circles as Donaldson crosses over at the point, whips it to the right elbow. Now left corner, wide open. Gale for a rain-making three. Too strong. Rebound weak side by DeMarco Dunn, the former North Carolina Tar Heel.
Yeah, the extra pass by the Wolverines. So getting back to playing Michigan basketball.
13:35 ticking first half clock. 17-11 Michigan. Penn State the basketball. Left side Hicks got away with a walk. Over the right wing Dunn. Probes on Reuben Jones, who just chimed in for Michigan, replacing Namari Burnett. Over to Baldwin, blows by Wolf, leave it inside, easy lay, and missed by Enze. Fights for his own rebound, had it knocked out of bounds by Golden. Oh man, that's as easy as it gets for the 62% field goal shooter Kachi Enze, the Xavier transfer. Penn State keeps possession, but that was a gimme.
Yeah, I don't think he'll miss too many of those. I think he was kind of surprised that he caught it that wide open.
Inbound left corner wide open. DeMarco Dunn drains the three, and Penn State halves the deficit. 17-11 Michigan. 13:08 first half. So Penn State 2 of 3 from deep to start. Right wing Donaldson, now Golden head of the key. Leave it for Wolf, chugs to the head of the key, zings it left side. Gale right through his hands, out of bounds into the Penn State bench. So Michigan's turnovers popping up after an early clean bill of health. Donaldson leaves. Justin Pippen comes in for Michigan.
Yeah, well, those type of turnovers there happen during the course of the game. Just a little miscue. But the other couple they had came off of those one-handed passes not being fundamentally sound.
Block M. Baldwin. Now lobs it to a driving Enze. Had a shot rejected by Golden, but it was after it hit the backboard, says DJ Karstensen. It's a goaltend, and it's a 1-point game on the bucket for Kachi Enze. So 17-16 Michigan. Wolverines the basketball left wing. Gale lobs to Pippen over Golden right wing. Shot fake. Enze didn't deke. Golden backs down, loses his footing, intercepted by Kern. Kern wiggles his way to the left of the lane. Shot fake, dekes two. Banks misses, but gets fouled, and that's Danny Wolf, who ran in to the driving Kern and picks up his second foul. That is not the guy you wanted that foul to go on, considering Vlad Golden being under the weather and Wolf now possessing 2 fouls.
Yeah, you talked about Vlad Golden being a little bit under the weather, practiced sparingly throughout the course of the week, and you can see that his timing is off. And sometimes when you miss 1 or 2 practices and get out of rhythm, those are the results. So hopefully he can kind of bring it around.
Golden and Wolf leave. Sam Walters and Will Cheddar come in. First free throw up and good for Nick Kern, who shoots it at 70% and deadlocks this game at 17. Penn State has not led. An opportunity to snag their first advantage. Second free throw, way too strong. It was a line drive free throw, miss, and a rebound to Roddy Gale Jr. for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines have Cheddar with the basketball with Pippen, Walters, Jones, and Gale on the floor. We haven't seen this lineup much at all. Left corner Cheddar considers a 3. Tries to drive left baseline to no avail. Now Pippen, far sideline, working, and he gets bumped. Too aggressive there from Kachi Enze, who just seemed to kind of be jitterbugging all over the floor on that trip.
Yeah, you would have thought it was a magnet or something that was keeping the ball on that side of the floor. Let's give Penn State credit, but you got to be able to make that defense shift. That offensive possession of Ball State on the left side of the floor the whole time. Swing it. Get it over here to the opposite side of the floor.
Gale leaves for the first time. Damari Burnett back in. Left baseline. Pippen spins it past right corner. Burnett a 3 from behind the backboard, and he knocks it down. No angle, but corner pocket for Damari. 20-17 Michigan. A little bit more than 8 minutes in.
Yeah, why not? Try this side of the floor. It's a 3 there.
Burnett's first triple today. Center circle, Dunn takes it left of the lane, banks it up and scores it. Nice move from DeMarco Dunn. 20-19, Michigan's lead down to 1.
Well, Penn State understands Michigan doesn't have a shot blocker in the game right now, so they're trying to get downhill in a hurry.
Media timeout, next stoppage. Jones at the point, lofts it left side, Cheddar. Up fake, works into the paint. May got away with a walk, feeds Pippen right wing. He tries a 3 and drains a 3. The freshman's 7th triple of the year, and it's 23-19 Michigan, 11-11 first half make-a-wish on this Monday night in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, just doing a better job at swinging that ball from side to side and getting wide open shots as a result.
Baldwin, the number 1 for Penn State in numeral and in terms of talent, worked into the paint, now feeds it back out. Dunn, left corner, Kern. Backs down against Pippen with the size advantage. Works into the paint, into the Big Ten logo. Banks and scores as he detoured to the right block. 23-21, Michigan's lead down to 2. Both teams want to play fast. 2 of the 3 fastest offensive tempos in the league going at it. Left corner, Pippen. Double team comes, in some trouble, whips it out, Jones center circle, leave Burnett. Heat check, rainmaking 3 off the front iron, rebound. Weak side down to Kern and Penn State.
Yeah, offense a little stagnant again. Stayed on one side of the floor once again. And
Baldwin straight on 3 for the lead. Off to the right, back tap rebound secured by Michigan's Damari Burnett, two-handed head high. Skip it, Walters zings one into Cheddar. Was stumbling down, somehow saved it with a pass on a one-hop right corner. Burnett, Michigan can settle in. Jones takes a contested 3 left wing. Thuds it off the heel, rebound Kern for PSU. Oh, wow. That was frantic. I don't know how in the world Cheddar saved that possession.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to slow it down a little bit. You got to pick and choose on when you want to play fast, because you play too fast, ends up in a turnover.
Yeah, think of your broadcasters, too. Left elbow. Here's Baldwin. Feed left wing, Dunn. Drives in on Jones, who kind of let that chair pull out from under him. It deflects to Burnett. Michigan's ball. Cheddar on a nice feed from Walters. Had his shot blocked out of bounds. It stays with Michigan. 9:33 to play first half. Timeout on the floor. Michigan will have 25 on the timer and a 2-point lead when we come back. 23-21. Maize and Blue in front on this, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Take a trip down memory lane with Blast to the Past at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Join us for the 1950s puzzle competition every Friday in January from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Each hour, 2 guests will be drawn to compete in solving the puzzle to win a share of $30,000 in premium play. Take a trip down memory lane with Blast to the Past only at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit saginaw-eagleslanding.com for complete rules and details.
Go blue. Go long. Go 5.5% ABV. Go sparkling citrus and real liquor. Go gluten-free and full flavor. Go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish long drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, exclusive freight partner of Michigan Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
9:33 left here in the first half. Michigan a 23-21 lead. Michigan has not trailed. There have been 3 ties. Both teams, Terry, at 50% or better. Penn State right at that marker. Michigan 60%. Your takeaways from what has been, as both these teams kind of want it to be a frantic, up-tempo type of a game.
Yeah, well, up-tempo comes turnovers, and what Michigan has to do is pick and choose spots. Sometimes I think they get into a little bit of playing a little bit too fast. When numbers, they don't have the numbers, you got to be able to peel that back out and run a little offense. And right now I think Michigan's offense is getting a little stagnant on one side of the floor. It's almost like you dribble handoff, the guy goes back that way to what the defense hasn't shift. You give it to another guy, he goes back in that same direction. So you got to be able to make that defense shift from side to side.
In terms of turnovers, Penn State has coughed it up 5 times to Michigan's 4. Both teams have scored 7 points off turnovers. When rivalries heat up, choose chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Please celebrate responsibly. Danny Wolf has 2 fouls. He has not come back in since that second infraction. Vlad Golden battling an illness. Vlad so far today, just 5 minutes. He's had 2 different junctures of being in the game. So Michigan again playing small with Donaldson, Burnett, Walters, Jones, and Cheddar. Donaldson inbounding baseline right, lobs it up toward Burnett left wing. Plenty of time on the shot clock after that transition shot attempt was knocked out of bounds before the media stoppage. Handoff Donaldson, skip it over to Cheddar, bobbles, catches, now left corner, 3-ball, Jones airborne and off to the right. Rebound Kern, good box out on Walters, Penn State's ball. 23-21 Michigan, 9:13 rolling first half clock here in Ann Arbor in front of the 5th consecutive sellout at Chrysler Center. Dillion trudges his way to the left wing. Now over to Niederhauser, spins inside, high banker over Cheddar, scores it, and we're knotted up at 23, 9 minutes left first half.
Yeah, good strong move there by Niederhauser. Being able to use that drop step with the spin coming from a 7-footer.
Center circle Donaldson to the left side and Jones. Back over Donaldson, pass barely got to him. Baldwin almost came up with his second steal for a lay-in. Now a zinger from Donaldson to Walters' left elbow. Handed off, Cheddar takes it in and scores it. Oh, he blew by Hicks. Easy lay-in, two-handed left block, 25-23 Michigan.
Well, Will Cheddar's known for a guy on a catch-and-shoot, hustle type guy. But I tell you what, good to see him put it on the deck and finish at the rim, and I think he has that in his game.
Baldwin around a screen and a meaty one from Niederhauser. Pulls up, left elbow jumper, no good, and then a loose ball foul against Penn State as Will Cheddar got decked to the ground. They call it on Yannick Conan Niederhauser. That is number 1 on him, and just the 3rd for Penn State. Reuben Jones leaves. Roddy Gale Jr. enters for Michigan. Still nothing from Golden and Wolf. See how long Michigan can stay small here, leading by 2, 8-12 left first half. Donaldson High to the right for the blue-clad Wolverines to Walter. Straight on three. Off to the left. Boarded easily by Zach Hicks, two-handed. Ronnie Gale Jr. kind of riding him to the right hip as Hicks brought it into the forecourt. Now Dillion crosses over, steps back, tough two over Burnett, nowhere close. Good rebound, Gale, and an easy stroll up to the forecourt. Good defense, Burnett, there for Michigan. Gale pauses at the left elbow, looks in, fakes out, in some trouble. Leave it for Walter's left pocket. Now left corner, it's Burnett, spins it high to the left, Donaldson. Shoots a long three, contested off the front iron. Rebound reeled in right-handed by Hicks for PSU. Up ahead, here's an opportunity for Kern. Catches low on the left, then Donaldson kind of, again, yanked that chair away. Kern contesting that it was a Donaldson elbow that forced him off his track, and he loses out of bounds. Penn State, turnover number 6 to immediate timeout. 25-23. Michigan's lead is 2, 7:27 to play first half on this, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkey, turkeys!
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Sleep Number. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Before it ends.
Here at Chrysler Center, Michigan 25, Penn State 23 with 7:27 to play first half. Let's take 10 seconds for station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Welcome back to Ann Arbor. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you here on this Monday evening. Wolverines going from that small look to a little bit bigger as Danny Wolf is back in there with those 2 fouls. Vlad Golden staying on the bench for now. No doubt, Vlad, he's playing through it. Only 5 minutes of action. We would have saw him out there a lot more, especially with Wolf's 2 fouls if it weren't for this illness.
Yeah, well, I commend him on getting suited up and giving him what he has right now. And you can just tell that he's under the weather, his timing is off, and things of that nature, but they're going to use him sparingly. It's up to the rest of the Wolverines to pick up the slack.
So certainly watching Wolf with those 2 fouls as Michigan is on offense. Double screen for Gale, who bobbles it, snags it back at the center line. Now has Hicks all over him down near the center circle, takes it all the way from the point to the bucket, misses the lay-in, ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Cheddar. That was a possession that was all discombobulated from the start. And Michigan goes begging. They're up 2, but Penn State gets the ball back.
Yeah, that's what Penn State does to you. Once they start turning up that pressure, it forces you into trying to play one-on-one basketball. So
DeMarco Dunn with it. Now to Ace Baldwin, joined by Hicks, along with Dillion and Niederhauser. Baldwin over to the left wing. It's done. Michigan a zone look here for the first time tonight. Baldwin left point, shot clock at 4. To the free throw line, Hicks turns, fades, shoots and scores with 2 on the shot clock, and we're tied at 25. Game's 5th tie with 6:33 to play first half.
Yeah, give Zach Hicks a lot of credit for flashing in there around that Big Ten logo. Those are open areas in the zone, so.
There are 13 total players who have scored today. No one more than 5. Drive by Wolf. He scores it, counted in a foul, as that one was an elbow and a potential charge there on Zach Hicks, but they rule it as a block on Hicks. And looking at the replay, that was certainly more flop than it was offensive foul. So an and 1 for Wolf, and Hicks picks up his first.
Yeah, we'll take it. Good to see.
Dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous, but we'll take it.
No doubt. An and 1 for Danny. Wolf now at 5 points, more than he's had in each of his previous 2 games. Wolf shoots free throws at 61%, lets it fly, misses it strong, rebound down to Niederhauser. Penn State's basketball. Wolverines' largest lead is 6. Penn State has not had an advantage today. Center circle Baldwin. Zone again from Michigan defensively. Dunn to the left corner now, Hicks. Back Baldwin, whips one left elbow, Hicks. Left corner, Dillion, shot fake, gets Wolf up, takes it to the paint, feed right wing. Dunn a 3, yes indeed, and Penn State's first lead is now 28-27, 5:50 left first half. Wolf takes it right of the lane, had his shot blocked out of bounds, and then it hit, I guess, off Wolf's knee. Niederhauser swatted it away when he didn't need to. That was certainly an odd sequence there, but no protest from Michigan. It's Penn State's ball. And there's not a whole lot of energy in this sold-out crowd right now. Penn State has sapped it out with some solid play. Left side, Dillion around a screen from Niederhauser. Zigzags left of the lane, pauses left box, spins a pass Baldwin left wing. Over to the right side, Dunn takes it in, drags the pivot foot. Late whistle, but a whistle comes. And had it not, that Michigan bench would have been irate. Easy call there for Penn State's 7th turnover.
Yeah, if he was sliding on ice here, so easy call.
Slip, and slide. Left side, 3-ball, Burnett airborne. Way too strong. Weak side rebound, two-handed, chest high by Ace Baldwin for Penn State. Baldwin into the forecourt. Right side, Dillion. A whistle and an offensive foul. Niederhauser, too much body on Will Cheddar. Both trying to establish positioning underneath. Boy, those fouls don't normally go in the favor of Will Cheddar. I think there's probably times where he deserves it. That time he's able to get the whistle in his favor. Michigan's ball down 1, 5:07 before intermission.
Yeah, and Will Cheddar got that call simply because he did his work early. He kind of bumped him around the free throw line. He didn't let him get established on the block and then say, okay, I'm ready to play defense now, because at that point, Niederhauser got a disadvantage.
And Niederhauser is out. Enze back in for Penn State. They're back up big. Wolf left point. Now to the left wing. Backs down against Hicks. Into the left block. Now into the paint. Spins. Floats. He hit it off the back of the iron and missed it, but he got fouled. So Danny Wolf heads back to the free throw line. DeMarco Dunn picks up the foul. Number 1 on him, and Penn State up to 6 now. 2 free throws for Danny Wolf with Michigan down a point.
Yeah, Danny Wolf is one of those players that's accustomed to playing facing the basket as opposed to his back to the basket, and I don't think he actually knew where he was, because I was like, hey, he's deep enough. Go ahead and take that shot.
Wolf strong on the first. He's 0 of 2 today, and he is 61% for the season. DeMarco Dunn leaves. Nick Kern Jr. enters for Michigan. Player number 10 today is L.J. Kaysen. He replaces Damari Burnett, and Vlad Golden hustles to the scorer's table for Michigan. Wolf to split the pair and tie the game. And he got it to go. So Vlad Golden comes in for Danny Wolf. Golden trying to gut it out tonight. Just 5 minutes so far. This might be just to try to get Danny to the under 4 media.
Yeah, give him a blow there. Maybe they can go in the locker room at halftime and get Vlad an IV or something to get him going.
And remember, Wolf has 2 fouls. Left side, Hicks. Back to a man look for Michigan defensively. Enze darts to the right wing, picks up his dribble. Dangerous pass, gets to Hicks, left point around a screen from Enze. Spins to the right elbow, feed out toward Dillion. Dillion recoils, shot clock down to 4. Dillion crosses over at the point with 1. Takes it right of the lane, high banker, too strong. Offensive rebound down to Enze, and then a foul comes on Michigan as Enze attempts to vacate it out to the right wing.
Yeah, you're talking about a defensive stand. Michigan did everything but complete the process by getting that rebound. So
foul on Cheddar, number 2 on him. I can't believe Dillion got that shot off before the shot clock went off. He just barely did, but he did it. 4:11 to play, 28 all. Baseline right, Baldwin looking. Now lofts it up toward a couple of Nittany Lions, and Donaldson stormed in there, grabs it all the way to the other end, misses the lay-in, and then a loose ball foul on Cheddar. Oh my goodness. Donaldson had a clean look after swooping it away from a couple of Nittany Lions. Then he missed the bunny, and Cheddar was, I think, expecting the make, which makes sense as he was all out of positioning there and picks up his third foul in 13 minutes.
Yeah, what a turn of events here. Michigan's just trying to get to halftime if they can.
Cheddar leaves. Reuben Jones enters. Crossover bounce by Baldwin. Stops at the left elbow. Lofts it out toward Hicks, who was out of his reach. He grabbed it at the center circle. Good face guarding by Case, and he almost came up with a steal. Now Kern wheels his way right of the lane. Jumps, floats well short. There's Golden to reel in the rebound. There's that force that young man possesses, even with him feeling under the weather. Game tied at 28, 3:36 first half. Donaldson zings it toward Gale, tipped out of bounds by Baldwin. Media timeout. Well, Penn State, they force you to games like this. Quick pace, but grinded out possessions. 28 all, 3:33 left before intermission. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork, on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their new Mortal Bloom, and of course All-Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders community involvement and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
The tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On Big Ten Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Sports.
Ann Arbor has a goal to reach 100% renewable energy by 2030, and DTE is committed to helping the city get there. Between DTE's wind and solar projects and local participation in My Green Power, we're already 30% of the way there. Join thousands of your neighbors who are using My Green Power to reduce their carbon footprint and support Michigan-made renewable energy. Learn more at migreenpower.com. Together, we can power a sustainable future.
No better than when we started at 6:31. We've got 3:33 to play. 28-28 Michigan and Penn State. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune into SiriusXM Big Ten Radio channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team at conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial over at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Well, Terry Mills, Michigan has had to get creative with its rotations, and they're in a tied game with Vlad Golden playing under the weather, Danny Wolf with 2 fouls, and now Will Cheddar with 3.
Yeah, well, it's all about finding a way to win the game. I mean, Michigan has won a lot of games this year in different fashions, and this just is another situation that Michigan's hand is dealt, so got to come up with it.
Michigan the basketball, 19 on the shot clock. Donaldson inbounds with a pass all the way out to the center line to LJ Kaysen, who brings it to the center circle. Now right wing Donaldson back to LJ, top right corner of the block M. Donaldson drifts to the right side. Leave for Donaldson. Wants a clear out. Shot clock at 6. Donaldson crosses over. Underhand leave Jones. Timer down to 3. Jones steps back. Right wing 3 for the lead. Got it! Oh, that possession was going nowhere until it went for 3. Reuben Jones with a rescue. 31-28 Michigan.
Well, there's no pressure there. I mean, when you got to put it up and you're forced to put it up, no one can say that's a bad shot. So
it was the only shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Right elbow Kern. Hand off Baldwin. Back now left point Dillion. Angles left. Dribbles right to Baldwin right wing. 3 for the tie. Front rim and off. Rebound Enze. And he dribbled it on the baseline. Michigan gets it back. Good defense again that time. Penn State didn't have some late in the timer magic. Penn State has only played 7 so far tonight. DeLeon exits. See the return of Zach Hicks. Right side, Kaysen, dangerous pass, gets to him. Now Baldwin bothering him. Pass over toward Golden, deflected, intercepted Kern. Kern near sideline, drives into the paint. Right block, banks and scores. Turnover for touchdown. 7th Michigan cough up, and it's 31-30 Michigan, 2:11 to play first half.
Well, this is the first time that LJ Kaysen has felt this type of pressure, and what you have to do is you've got to fake a pass to make a pass.
Golden just shimmied through 2 guys and dunked it emphatically with the right hand. Oh, Vlad Golden, nice move, 33-30 Michigan.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's medicine for him right there. All of a sudden, it might give him an extra bounce to his step.
1:47 to play first half, 33-30 Michigan. Kern angles right, good defense, Kaysen. Kern drives in, a lot of contact, blocking foul called on LJ Kaysen. Well, LJ did a lot right on that trip, but he's called for the block.
Yeah, you're right about that. He did a lot right by fighting over the screen, getting himself back in position to play defense on that series. Just wasn't rewarded for it, and believe me, had a lot to do with being a first-year player.
Kaysen with his first team's 7th. And do they call that a shooting foul or a 1-and-1? Nope, it is a 1-and-1. So Nick Kern Jr. at the line. I don't know if Hicks recognizes it. Didn't matter. Shot good. 33-31. Penn State within 2. Penn State only had Hicks along that lane line on the right. Nobody for Penn State on the left. They've got 3 guards back.
Yeah, no, understanding that setup. Maybe he's a 100% free throw shooter.
And the second free throw is strong. He's at 70%. He's now 2 of 4 today. Rebound Michigan. First time Miles Goodman into the ball game, the freshman and the second-ranked Penn State recruit ever in men's basketball. As Penn State looking at a little bit of a zone defense here. Burnett, left wing, in front of the Penn State bench. Lobs it right side, Donaldson back to Namari, left wing. 2-man game to Donaldson. Now alley-oop up to Gale. Catches and jams left side. Michigan breaks the zone with an alley-oop. 35-31 Michigan, 69 seconds left first half.
Yeah, beautiful find there.
Now a bounce feed from Baldwin into Hicks, who reverses and scores from the left block to the right side. 35-33 Michigan. Wolverines can go 2 for 1. Burnett, left pocket now Gale. Shimmies, shoots a 3, thuds off the heel. Offensive rebound, Golden misses the bunny with the left hand on the right block. And here come the Nittany Lions. Right side Kern, barrels into Gale. And a foul on the floor coming on Gale. Boy, a lot of contact. And Gale picks up the foul, hits his second, number 8. So that does set up another 1-and-1 here for Penn State. 42 seconds left, 35-33 Michigan. And Kern back to the line. Told you he was 2 of 4 today and 70% on the season. First free throw up. And he swishes it down, 35-34. It's a 1-point Michigan edge. Kern, the senior from VCU, he, like several on this Penn State squad over the last couple of years, came to Happy Valley from VCU with the new head coach, Mike Rhodes. Second free throw good, 35 all. Let's see if Michigan gets greedy and tries to get a 2 for 1. For now, they'll call a timeout. That use it or lose it, with 38 even on the clock and the shot clock at 25. 7 ties, 2 lead changes. Neither team is led by more than 2 possessions. Back and forth Big Ten action here, Terry Mills.
Yes, it is. I mean, no better than when we started this ball game, kind of what was expected. But tell you what, it's going to be about the team that wants it the most. It's going to pull out this victory here today.
Wolverines certainly playing not short-handed, but kind of with one hand tied behind its back, with Danny Wolf playing with 2 fouls for much of this first half. He's only logged 9 game minutes. Vlad Golden at 9 game minutes. He has just 2 points, playing sick, and you can see it on his face and his demeanor and his posture. He's trying to suck wind as much as he can, but with Wolf at 2 and Will Cheddar, Michigan's back up big at 3 fouls. That timeout for Michigan might have been partly to get Golden a little bit of extra rest in addition to drawing up a play. Sam Walters back in there for Michigan. So it's Walters and Golden on the front line. The guards are Donaldson, Burnett, and Reuben Jones.
Yeah, finished the quarter strong.
35 all, 35 seconds left first half. High to the left, it's Donaldson. Baldwin spilled to the deck, over to Burnett, high on the right. Now it's Walters right corner, picks up his bounce, feeds high block right, Golden. Backs down against Enze, double team on its way, fading away, nowhere close, and the rebound down to Ace Baldwin. And then, to Nick Kern, ball loose. They're going to say it's off Walters last. I think that's the right call, but DJ Carstensen, the closest one to it, was blocked by Walters. And it was Jason Phillips, the one who came in and took a look. And yeah, I do think that's off Walters. I think it got off of his fingers. Shot clock off, 12 seconds left, first half, 35-35. Baldwin, who's played every second so far, 5 points, 3 assists. Hazard to the center circle with 5. Zings left with 3. Leave it over to the left side. Hicks, contested 3 at the horn. Nowhere close, well short. And it's 35-35 at halftime. Michigan and Penn State playing to a stalemate. Let's talk about it with Kyle Church, Michigan assistant. For that conversation, we turn things over to the national champ, Terry Mills.
Yeah, Coach Church, you had to scout for this game no better than when we started at 35 apiece. What would you like to see your team do better from a defensive standpoint in the second half?
Yeah, I thought our offense hurt our defense a little bit. We let them get, we had a little segment there where they forced some turnovers, got out in transition, and then got on the offensive glass. I thought our first shot defense was pretty good. It was the transition points and offensive glass that really hurt us.
Yeah, offensively, the ball seems like it's kind of sticking on one side of the court a few times. Is that something that Penn State's defense is causing, or just something you got to correct in the second half?
Yeah, certainly their ball pressure, their intensity on the ball has bothered us. They've changed their ball screen coverage. They weren't quite as aggressive as we were expecting early, and then they went to a more aggressive coverage when they got down, and I think caused us some issues. We just got to make quicker decisions with the ball, and we'll be in good shape.
Appreciate you, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Thank you, Brian.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate the insight, as always, here at halftime. 35-35, Michigan and Penn State at a slobber knocker of a Monday night Big Ten clash. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Our buddy Rob Joyce brings you all the coverage when we come back. Again, 35 up. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's Michigan-rooted team helps clients play the long game from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Go blue, go long, go 5.5% ABV, go sparkling citrus and real liquor, go gluten-free and full flavor, go with the drink that's the fastest growing spirits brand in the world 2023 and is unlike anything you've had before. Go with the Finnish long drink, a drink that goes with cheering on the maize and blue unlike any other spirits brand out there. Long Drink, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume, gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024, The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Wolverines basketball plays here.
Left point 3 on its way, and he got it again!
On the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Madam Giselle senses something in your future.
Is my boyfriend going to propose?
It's a big storm.
Wait, we're going to get in a fight?
No, a literal storm. Wind, heavy wind. I see a tree falling on your RV.
Oh, that's fine. I'm covered by Progressive. So, is my boyfriend there? Maybe on one knee?
The entire roof is crushed.
So, no ring.
Be prepared for the unexpected with Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Product features subject to policy terms and may not be available in all states or for all vehicles and covered selections.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Halftime for Chrysler. Michigan and Penn State deadlocked at 35 as we look back at the first half highlights. A much better start tonight for the Maize and Blue as opposed to Friday, scoring the first 5 points of the game. And against one of the best turnover-forcing teams in the country, it was Michigan who actually took advantage of 3 early Nittany Lion giveaways, led 12-7 at the first TV timeout. The trend would continue on the other side of it.
Corner Donaldson shot fake, got his man up, shimmies to the right, shoots a 3 and scores it. A quick glance over to the Penn State bench is Trey Donaldson, hits triple. Number 37 on the year, it's 15-11 Michigan. On the other side, Donaldson strips Baldwin. It deflects to Golden, lobs ahead for net, clean runway for a 2-hand jam. Roommate to roommate as freshman at Texas Tech, Namari Burnett crams it home. It's 17-11 Michigan.
Penn State with 10 first-half turnovers, a 6-point lead for the Wolverines 6 minutes in. But the story of the first half, Michigan would take a lead, no more than 2 possessions. Penn State would erase it, down 5-0, would tie it. Down 12-7, down 17-11, would tie it. Both teams above 50% shooting midway through the half. Michigan was actually above 60%, led 23-21. At the under 8, it was still a 2-point game. It was 25-23. 5 different times early on, Penn State tied the game. Never did take a lead until the 6th try.
Back Baldwin, whips one left elbow, Hicks. Left corner, Dillion, shot fake, gets Wolf up, takes it to the paint, feed right wing. Done a 3, yes indeed. And Penn State's first lead is now 28-27, 5:50 left first half.
It was part of a 10-minute stretch, the 14:30 mark to the 4:30 mark, in which Michigan only scored 10 points, but only trailed for 70 seconds. Final media stoppage, we were tied at 28. Reuben Jones, a late 3 on the shot clock, would give Michigan the lead back. Nittany Lions answered with a 2. Roddy Gale briefly pushed the lead then to 2 scores.
Burnett, left wing, in front of the Penn State bench. Lobs it right side, Donaldson back to Namari, left wing. 2-man game to Donaldson. Now alley-oop up to Gale, catches and jams left side. Michigan breaks the zone with an alley-oop. 35-31 Michigan, 69 seconds left first half.
But surprise, surprise, Penn State erased it to tie things at 35 in the final minute. It would stay that way for the final 41 seconds. 35-35 is our halftime score. Halftime show continues. We'll check the scoreboard next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Champion Circle is the preeminent name, image, and likeness collective supporting University of Michigan student athletes. Help Champion Circle empower Wolverines student athletes through NIL by joining the Everybody In for Michigan campaign. Our goal is to reach over 100,000 Michigan fans to help ensure that Michigan remains at the forefront of college athletics. For more on the Everybody In for Michigan campaign, head to championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle, proud partner of University of Michigan Athletics.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water, see how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
To celebrate the auto show, Ford has just announced Auto Show Trade Assist Cash. Come check out the 2024 Ford F-150. From work days to weekends, the F-150 will get the job done. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect F-150 just for you. Returning AZ Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $399 a month for 24 months, with $2,569 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $3,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 Auto Show Trade Assist cash. Offer ends February 3rd. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and take advantage of this $399 F-150 lease offer before it ends.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan and Penn State tied at 35 at the break. Time now for another check of scores. We are the first of 3 games tonight in the Big Ten. The other 2 yet to begin. 8 o'clock in Columbus. Ohio State welcomes in Iowa. The 2 teams, similar trends coming in, both notched victories last time out. That snapped 3-game losing streaks prior to that. Teams split last year's meetings. Hawkeyes in the regular season with a victory. Buckeyes winning in the Big Ten tournament. The other at 10 o'clock in Los Angeles. USC hosts UCLA, the first in the long rivalry as Big Ten foes. Trojans have won 3 of 4 after a tough start to Big Ten play. Bruins, meanwhile, have won 3 in a row following a 4-game losing streak. Most recently, a win at Washington on Friday night. That hasn't done much for head coach Mick Cronin's quality of life, it appears.
We'll get home in the middle of the night, get some rest, and prepare as best we can to play a team that played on Wednesday. Probably took Thursday off and is focused on us, while we're up here. So there's a lot of inequities in this thing. I'm sure at some point later in the year it'll go our way. I haven't found that yet.
So Ohio State and Iowa at 8, USC and UCLA, 10 Los Angeles, so close to Mick Cronin's home at 10:30 to round out the night in the conference. Elsewhere, the top 25, 2 games tonight, both of which are later on. 8:30, number 2 Duke welcomes in NC State. Blue Devils 9-0 in ACC play, have won 13 straight overall. Wolfpack, meanwhile, stuck in the mud after last year's Final Four run, entering at just 9-10 overall. Then at 10:30, some Big 12 leaders face off at McHale Center in Tucson. Arizona plays host to third-ranked Iowa State. 2 teams with identical 7-1 records in league play, both looking up at Houston, who was still without a conference loss in the Big 12. That's the night in college hoops locally. Pistons trail the Cavs 17-14 late in the first quarter in Cleveland, and the Red Wings and Kings are scoreless with 7 minutes to go in the first period at Little Caesars. LA currently on a power play. Again, in our game, it's Michigan 35, Penn State 35. Ryan, a look at the first half numbers when we return. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp. Refreshing. And ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcasts with John Jansen.
Even through 20 minutes of action, Michigan and Penn State here at Chrysler Center, 35-35. Brian Bush back with you here in Ann Arbor as we detail our first half stats. They are brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Michigan shooting 48%, Penn State at 48%. Wolverines with more three-point attempts than 15-14. They've made 6 of those trifectas. Penn State 3 of 7 from downtown. Nittany Lions have gone to the line 10 times, making 8. Michigan just 3 free throws, 1 make, all belonging to Danny Wolf. Penn State has played 8, 7 have scored, led by Nick Kern's game-high 10 points. DeMarco Dunn has added 8. Michigan has been able to keep Ace Baldwin Jr. largely at bay. He has 5 points and 3 assists. Came in averaging 14 points a game and 8 assists a contest. For Michigan, Wolverines have played 10 different guys, and 8 of them have scored. Nobody north of 6. That's where both Danny Wolf and Roddy Gale Jr. are at right now. Danny Wolf playing with 2 fouls much of that first half. Just 9 minutes. Vlad Golden dealing with an illness, only 10 minutes of play. He has 2 points, 3 boards, and an assist. Wolverines have turned it over 6 times to Penn State's 10, so a win there. But Penn State has more points, 9, than Michigan, 8 in terms of points off turnovers. 7 ties, 2 lead changes. Michigan's largest lead, 6. Penn State's 1. and we're deadlocked at 35 at halftime. First half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Terry's first half analysis, then the start of the second half next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Libman makes a difference. The Libman Mop Crew is part of our winning team. The Libman Mop Crew makes sure the hardwood is clean and safe for the players every game at Chrysler Center. No matter what kind of flooring you have at your home court, Libman has the tools to keep it clean. Our mops, brooms, and brushes are proudly family-made in the USA. Visit Libman.com to see our whole lineup and for a store locator. That's Libman.com. Libman, the official hardwood floor care provider of the Michigan Wolverines.
Wolverines and Nittany Lions tied up at 35 and meeting 57 all-time between these two. Michigan has only lost 3 times in 26 tries in Ann Arbor against Penn State, but the Nittany Lions have won the last 3 in this series. As we welcome you back to this one, it's brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry Mills, your takeaways from a unique first half where both teams scored 35 points.
Yeah, well, unique to say the least. I mean, Michigan had to kind of put together a lineup, probably one of those lineups that haven't played a whole lot together, but they managed. And right now, hey, you got to lay it all on the line here in the second half. And thought they did a good job at taking care of the basketball, got away from some of those careless passes. But, hey, a lot of game left, and kind of feel like if a team can go on a run, then they could come out with a victory here.
Mentioned in the last segment, neither team is led by more than 2 possessions. Neither team has a run greater than 6 straight. Penn State's is at 6, Michigan's at 5. That welcome was brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to craft. Starting 5 on the floor for both sides. That means that Area 51 locked and loaded for the first time in a while. As Vlad Golden battling illness, Danny Wolf battling 2 fouls. They're out there with Gale, Burnett, and the point guard Donaldson. For Penn State, Baldwin, Kern, Dillion, Niederhauser, and Hicks on the floor. Wolverines and Nittany Lions tied up at 35 here on this Monday night in Ann Arbor. Michigan 6-2 in the Big Ten, Penn State 3-6. They have not won on the road this year. 3 times they've lost close and late. Their losses on the road this season by 4, by 39 in a game Ace Baldwin Jr. got hurt at Illinois, and then by 5, and then most recently Friday by 1. Penn State with the basketball to start the second half. Game knotted up at 35. Niederhauser, right point, picks up his dribble, considers a long 2, smartly says no, and then a foul away from the ball on Damari Burnett. So Burnett picks up his first. Obviously the first of the half, 13 seconds in.
Yeah, well, you got to kind of feel like if you can put something on Penn State, maybe they'll kind of fall back and say, hey, we've lost 5 of our last 6, so maybe that's just who we are. So
Baldwin jets his way to the left elbow, gives to a driving Niederhauser, scores it as Damari Burnett got into a meaty screen, and he's limping as he works right to left. I think Dusty may have been perplexed by the lack of a whistle there after a pretty cheap foul to start this second half.
Yeah, he took a knee to the eye area, but he's a tough kid.
And inside, Burnett drives and scores on a dynamite dish from Trey Donaldson from the right corner, 37 all.
Yeah, and that's that medicine that I talk about that makes you feel better all of a sudden. Maybe he was hurt on his defensive end, but you score a bucket, feels a lot better.
Especially with that clean runway he had. Left wing Kern looks right, delivers left. Corner 3, Dillion, airborne and good. Penn State's largest lead right there, 40-37. Nittany Lions, a little bit more than a minute in, second half. Donaldson lobs Golden left of the lane, sings it to a driving Wolf. Banks misses, but he goes to the line on a foul by Penn State. really the first time we've seen both sides of Area 51 combine on a play there. And Danny Wolf heads the line on Niederhauser's third foul. So Niederhauser, the second player to 3. Michigan's Will Cheddar had 3 in the first half.
Yeah, that was a good catch there by Danny Wolf in the lane. Thought that Vlad had some smoke on that pass.
Wolf's first free throw, and he rattles it out. He's 1 of 4 there today, 61% on the year. And it looks like he's doing something new today, kind of almost a double clutch, like a little hiccup right before the follow-through on the shot.
Yeah, and this is the area where he definitely is going to have to get better at, is shooting free throws, because he has the ball in his hand a lot for this Michigan's offense, and you're going to get fouled a lot.
And he missed the second one. It barely grazed the right side of the rim. Rebound Penn State. Dillion spinning around a screen from Enze, who's in there for Niederhauser. Then a poke away by Michigan. Wolf whips it right corner. Donaldson a 3 for the tie. You betcha. And we're knotted up at 40. Minute and a half in, second half. Nice counter punch from the Maize and Blue.
Yeah, good decision there.
Now Baldwin into the forecourt and a reach in on Namari Burnett. Boy, Donaldson was getting pretty physical with Baldwin, who darted left to right, something Michigan likes to do off makes, try to push the tempo. So Burnett with 2 quick fouls, both in the second half.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Namari is getting beat up pretty good here. I mean, he's got up off the floor 3 or 4 times here at the start of this half.
100 seconds deep, second half, 40-40, Michigan and Penn State. Baldwin left to the lane, gives to a driving Kern, gets away with a walk, feeds right corner. Dillion bricks a 3, loose ball foul going on Penn State. Might have been a makeup call there as Kachi Enze, the backup big, spelling the 3 foul Niederhauser, saddled with his first foul.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Maybe a makeup call. That's exactly what it was.
Darn right. Check that second on Enze. Michigan the basketball, all square at 40 apiece. We're 2 minutes into this second half. Right wing Wolf, touch pass right corner. Donaldson another 3, well short, fouls it own, miss right baseline, and no one was there for Penn State. He banks and scores on the right block, 42-40 Michigan.
Yeah, I like the way Trey Donaldson has kind of asserted himself here in the second half and accepted that challenge.
Dillion, leave it for Baldwin high on the left. He has played every second tonight. Now Kern sings his way right of the lane, and he misses a layup. Good contest Golden, who's hobbling his way right to left. Danny Wolf left wing, high left-handed bounce. Now backs down with a right-handed dribble left block against his defender Hicks. Fades away left baseline, well short. Rebound easily for Zach Hicks, left baseline. Up ahead, Dillion feeds Hicks left wing. Hicks quiet, didn't make a 3 in the first half. Came in, tied for first in the Big Ten with 51. Left elbow jumper, Baldwin in and out. Rebound dislodged from the arms of Gale, but it tipped its way to Wolf for the Wolverines.
Yeah, well, that's the physicality we talked about, and Michigan seems to be playing through it right now.
Right wing Wolf, feed right corner Gale. 2 strong dribbles, spins in the baseline, over to Golden for an easy lay-in on the left block. Roddy Gale Jr. tornadoed his way into a pass to Golden, 44-40 U of M.
Yeah, Roddy Gale left the crowd oohing and ahhing there on that penetration.
Hicks shot fake, now drives right, misses the lay-in. Good contest by Golden, and Donaldson cleans up the Wolverines board. 16:32 for second half, 44-40 Michigan, and a blocking foul called on Hicks. As Donaldson was just starting to rev into gear, and Hicks was wrong place, wrong time. His second, already the third on Penn State, no whistle-heavy second half. That's 3 minutes, 31 seconds old. Golden out, Reuben Jones in for Michigan, and Golden, he looks gassed. He is battling through it tonight.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's been laboring getting up and down the court, and you can tell whatever's bothering him, it has something to do with his conditioning.
High to the left, Gale. Michigan's lead is 4, 16-25. Cross-court pass to Donaldson. He caught it, 1 dribble, goes up, reverse. No, he passes it. Right corner, Jones a 3 off the front iron. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Gale. It goes back to Penn State. Looked like Donaldson was gearing up for a reverse layup. Instead, pass to an open Reuben Jones. That would have been one heck of a highlight had Jones knocked down the 3.
Yeah, I thought Trey Donaldson, without that shot blocker being in the game, had a good opportunity to power it up on that side. He's an athletic kid, has that ability to rise up.
Baldwin around a screen, and Reuben Jones called for a foul. So 3 fouls per side. Reuben Jones picks up number 1. A lot more whistles in this second half. Penn State was only called for 6 fouls. Michigan for 8 in the first 20 minutes. 16:08 to play, second half, 44-40. Michigan the lead, Penn State the possession. Left of the lane, Baldwin lobs it to the left side and Dunn. Dunn at the left point, left alone, triggers a 3. In and out, rebound, tapped by Wolf over to Donaldson. Good box out by Michigan's Danny Wolf. Donaldson slings his way to the Big Ten logo. Guides one left point, Wolf. One-on-one against Enze at the free throw line. Whip it left wing, Donaldson. Now Wolf screens for Donaldson. Gets it back. Left wing, a Wolf 3. Bang! 10 straight for Michigan. 47-40, their largest lead. And then Donaldson fleeces Dunn. One-on-one. Dunn against Baldwin. Skip it back to a driving Gale. Had his shot rejected. Baldwin came up with it. Up ahead, Kern. Leave it Enze for the jam. Oh, outstanding defense on both sides. 47-42 Michigan, 15-15 to play. Donaldson base of the block M. He's ready to rip here. Left wing Donaldson slings it inside Gale. Catches Banks. Somehow crawled out. Rebound Kern in Penn State.
Yeah, what a look underneath there by Trey Donaldson.
5 minutes deep, second half, 47-42 Michigan. And Baldwin worked his way into a screen that was illegal by Kachi Enze. Both bigs for Penn State have 3 fouls now. Timeout on the floor. Wolverines +5 since intermission. +5 in the game, 47-42, 14:56 left. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Are you ready to raise your game? Introducing 50 States Vodka, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Born and bred in Chelsea, Michigan, 50 States Vodka is crafted from sweet, organic, non-GMO corn and is gluten-free with 0 additives. That's right, every drop is pure, American-made excellence from the heart of Michigan to your glass. It's time to experience the best vodka around. Make sure you're toasting with 50 States Vodka, the pride of Michigan and the choice of champions. Cheers to victory and pure Michigan spirit with 50 States Vodka. Drink responsibly.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
.56 remaining. Michigan 47, Penn State 42. With the national champ Terry Mills, our engineer Tony Butler, and our host Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. How about Trey Donaldson's bounce back here, Terry? 10 points, but more importantly, 5 assists to 0 turnovers. He had 1 assist, 6 turnovers, a season high against Purdue 3 days ago.
Yeah, and sometimes you need a kind of a wake-up call, if you will. Michigan has had a lot of success earlier in the year, and sometimes you can kind of feel like, hey, we're doing good, this is nothing. But I tell you what, that was a wake-up call, and I'm loving the way that the Wolverines are responding and the way that Trey Donaldson has responded here today.
And 3 days after one of the best point guards in the Big Ten, Braden Smith, carved up Michigan to the tune of 24 points, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds. Ace Baldwin, who's maybe 1 tier below Braden Smith, but still really darn good. 5 points, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. You'll take that if you're Michigan. At Jimmy John's every day we prep for 6 hours, baking bread, slicing all natural meats and fresh veggies, putting together the perfect sandwich in just 30 seconds. Order today at jimmyjohns.com and enjoy. Michigan with the basketball. Reuben Jones inbounds to Trey Donaldson. Danny Wolf, Namari Burnett, and for the first time in the second half, Will Cheddar on the floor. Cheddar 3 first-half fouls. And 5 points in 13 minutes. Zone look from Penn State defensively. Donaldson to Wolf in between the circles. Now Wolf splits 2. Kick it right pocket. Shot fake Donaldson. Back to the right wing. Burnett around the rainbow. Jones. Feed it at the free throw line. Wolf almost had his pocket picked by Dunn. Picks it back up. Lofts it right side. Burnett. Right baseline. Donaldson drives. Double clutches. Reverses and scores. Oh, what a move from Trey Donaldson. He's got a dozen to lead everybody. It's 49-42 U of M.
Yeah, he's in attack mode, and I love the way he's finishing around the basket here today.
Baldwin to Hicks left point. Now Kern wheels his way head of the key. Back to Dunn right wing. Leave it for Miles Goodman, the freshman. His first second half stint. Now Baldwin underneath the cup. Leave it left corner. Dunn. Shot clock at 4. Dunn trudges left elbow. Now Kern takes it straight on. Leans in, floats and scores, halting a 12-2 Michigan run. It's 49-44. Michigan's lead cut to 5.
Yeah, solid defensive effort there by the Wolverines.
Burnett left alone. Right wing a 3. You betcha! Oh, he tickled the twine and nothing else. 52-44 Michigan, the Wolverines' largest lead tonight.
Yeah, Namari shot that one from Main Street.
Long range.
Yeah, that was deep.
Left corner. Kern sizes up Reuben Jones for Penn State. Now Baldwin, jab step, shoots a 3 over Cheddar and rebuts right at Michigan. He knocks it down, 52-47. It's a 5-point Michigan lead again. Can't let Ace Baldwin Jr. get hot. Hasn't lived up to statistical norms in most spots, but he's 2 of 4 from 3. Came in 30%. Free throw line, Wolf looks right, backs down inside to the paint. Euros, floater off the window, and it rolled out. Rebounded by Kern with no one else around him. Penn State left to right. Kern accelerates, loses it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Michigan. Wolverines thought it was their ball. Terry Mills thought it was the Wolverines' ball, but it stays with Penn State. 23 on the timer, 12:55 left, 52-47 Wolverines. Yeah, I think that's one of those where they didn't call a foul, so they said it was on Penn State. It did look to be out on the Nittany Lions. And with 2 minutes or less, you can review that. Not now. Baldwin looks in, has to call a timeout. How about that with 12:55 on the clock? Penn State wastes a timeout on an inbound spot. Michigan certainly earning that. We'll take it with them. 12:55 to play. 52-47 Michigan. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCAAM.
here at Chrysler Center. Michigan 52, Penn State 47, 12:55 to play in this one. Subscribe to the official podcast of Michigan Athletics, Go Blue Podcast. A wide range of audio content, including wall-to-wall coverage of Michigan hoops on our Defend the Block episodes, Go Blue Podcast. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Brian, Terry, Tony, Rob with you. Terry, Michigan certainly playing better than Penn State here in the second half. What areas have you circled in your eyes?
Well, defensively, I think they remain connected defensively. Even though Penn State may score a bucket, it's challenged, and Michigan is making them score with the shot clock down. I mean, Ace Baldwin hit a shot, and it was a desperation shot, if you will. I mean, it was under 10 seconds. So initially, Michigan's defense has turned up.
Donaldson, Burnett, Wolf, Cheddar, and Jones on the floor. Lad Golden, if you're just joining us, playing with an illness, just 13 minutes on the bench right now. Inbound Niederhauser, Penn State center, goes to the cup, misses on the left side with a left-hand lay-in. Rebound Will Cheddar in Michigan. Well, it's point blank for Niederhauser, who shoots 63%.
Yeah, well challenged there by Will Cheddar. He just didn't back down and let him have his way.
Left wing, Burnett, another three. In and out, rebound loose. Saved by Cheddar, jumping bullet pass off of a defender. Back to Burnett, second chance. Off the heel, rebound Wolf. A third opportunity for the Wolverines. Donaldson has it left wing. 12:20 to play. 52-47. Donaldson crosses over. Donaldson heaves a three. It's off the heel. Burnett back taps Jones for three. Yes! Fourth time the charm. How in the world did they find it finally? 55-47 Michigan.
Well, that's one of those areas I talked about Michigan being able to exploit, was on that glass. Now all of a sudden Michigan is getting second, third, and fourth shot opportunities.
Wolverines had just 3 offensive rebounds before that possession. Drive to the right block, a bucket off the window from Nick Kern Jr. Penn State within a half dozen, 55-49 Michigan, 11:40 to play. Media timeout, next dead ball.
Yeah, I tell you, Nick Kearns Jr. is a handful. I mean, that young kid can put it on the floor and finish at the rim.
Wolf high to the right. Michigan 10 of 24 from 3. Free throw line, Burnett zips one over to Cheddar, who floats and scores from 4 feet away, right baseline. Nice dime from Burnett, 57-49 Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan is finding ways to carve up that zone.
Kern at the point, to the right side, Baldwin. Waits for a Dunn screen that he rejects. Now splits 2 at the free throw line, lobs it up to Niederhauser, and he catches and then gets bumped. Will Cheddar in the vicinity here, and it is on Cheddar, number 4, on Michigan's grad student forward. Timeout on the floor, 11:07 remaining. Michigan 57, Penn State 49. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No. Not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
You found the home of the Wolverines.
Right wing, a heave for the tie.
Yes, sir!
The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect your home and business. Whether you're tackling unexpected accidents, fouls, or fumbles, Heartland Insurance Agency and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance are on your team. Visit Heartland Insurance Agency today at www.heartlandinsurance.com. That's www.heartlandinsurance.com.
As a team of seasoned experts, we take time to answer questions and understand each home buyer's unique situation. When you begin your home search or are ready to refinance, Ruoff Mortgage is here to help make your dream a reality. Stop by one of our Michigan branches or get started online at ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage Company, Inc., DBA. Ruoff Mortgage is an Indiana corporation. This is not an offer for extension of credit or a commitment to lend. All loans must satisfy company underwriting guidelines. Information and interest rates are subject to change at any time without notice. For complete licensing information, visit ruoff.com or call 1-800-627-8633. Equal housing lender. MLS ID 141868.
Michigan 57, Penn State 49. Wolverines plus 8 since halftime. Trying to salt away win number 7 in the league. Before we continue, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Back here in Ann Arbor, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, Rob Joyce with you. Wolverines, Terry, 10 of 24 from deep. Remember, they were really sizzling when they were having so much success from 3, those 6 straight games of 10 or more triples. Last 2, just 23%. And even though they had a possession where they missed 3 before making one, it seems like the threes have not only been falling, but they've gotten some better looks than we've seen the last couple.
Yeah, well, you're going to get looks against a team like Penn State because they do a whole lot of gambling. But Michigan has shot the ball with confidence here today. And usually when we see them earlier in the season go through droughts, they did a better job at staying connected defensively until that offense came back around. I've seen a lot of that here today.
Had the DTE t-shirt toss here at Chrysler Center. I think a new season ticket holder of Michigan basketball, Bryce Underwood, was out there, along with Max Bredesen, football captain, and Davis Warren, wishing him the best as he works back from that ACL tear against Alabama in the ReliaQuest Bowl. But Davis Warren, a Michigan quarterback to win in Columbus. That's rare air. Good to see him here in Ann Arbor. 57-49 Michigan. Penn State with a basketball. 11 minutes to play now. Free throw line. Drive by Kern. Floats one up there. Scores it from 6 feet away in front of the Big Ten logo. Penn State comes out of the media with a bucket. 6-point Michigan lead.
Yeah, I tell you, I like Kern. Kern is one of those guys that can get you a bucket. We talked about what Ace was able to do, but
inside Jones, behind the back bounce, and a pass stolen away. It was intended for Wolf, intercepted. Baldwin stops and pops a 3 right wing and cans it. On cue, there's Ace, second in double figures, trailing only that man, Nick Kern, 57-54, a 5-0 Penn State run. Low block right, Wolf, Banks misses, Golden couldn't get the tap up, rebound down to Penn State. Here comes Kern, the leading scorer in the ballgame for either side. To Dillion. Left wing now, Baldwin, 3 over Gale, in and out, rebound Wolf for Michigan.
Yeah, you see Michigan come up with an empty possession or 2. What they can't do is turn that ball over when you were able to move forward.
Left block, bunny miss there by Wolf. A modest contest by Niederhauser. Then Penn State friendly fire. They lose it right in front of the TV broadcast position. Both Dillion and Kern, the 2 around it. And that's a critical turnover. The 14th by Penn State. Vlad Golden, a brief run, but he's out. Sam Walters comes in.
Yeah, you can see Coach Dusty May steady trying to give Danny Wolf some encouragement there. Danny missed a layup and got to have that next play mentality.
Strong drive and a lay in there from Wolf from the right elbow into the right block. Michigan halts that modest 5-0 Penn State surge. It's 59-54 U of M, 9:35 remaining. Baldwin right point. Ponders a 3, instead dribbles to the head of the key. Leave it for Dunn. Wheels right block. Kick it right wing. Dillion drives it on the baseline. Behind the back bounce. Good defense. Walters. Dillion recoils to the left point. Leave it for Kern. Shot clock at 6. Kern feed the post. Niederhauser. Gale ripped it away, but is called for a reach-in foul. Roddy Gale Jr. with his 3rd. For the Wolverines, it is foul number 5, so an inbound coming up for Penn State. A lot of whistles early in this half, then they kind of went away.
Yeah, I thought Roddy Gale did a good job at digging down, scratching that out of there.
Inbound Kern to the right elbow. Vacates Baldwin around a meaty Niederhauser screen. Into the left block, gets away with a walk. Flutters it left wing. Dunn. Shot clock at 7. Dunn, bullet pass right wing. Kern goes to work on Jones. Has a right block. Leans in, pivots. Banks. No, it's too strong. Rebound, though. Back tap by Baldwin. He and Burnett collide. Both slow to get up as Namari Burnett picks up foul number 3 in the 6th on the Wolverines.
Yeah, I tell you what. Not short of effort there.
No.
I mean, really getting after it.
59-57 Michigan, 8:57 left. Really nothing either could do. It was one of those maybe 60-40 balls. Ace Baldwin hustled to get there, beating Burnett. who hobbles his way to the bench. Trey Donaldson comes in. Oh, Michigan, they're going to have some bumps and bruises after this one. Trying to grit it out. Up 5 on Penn State, 8:57 to play. Far sideline, Baldwin, the quarterback here for Penn State. Lobs it high to the left, Nick Kern Jr. Back to Baldwin, directs traffic with the left hand, dribbles with the right. Feeds left wing, Dillion. Jab step, dribbles, now to Kern, feed it in. Niederhauser at the paint, and he walked with it. Turnover 15 for Penn State, and they've only coaxed 7 Michigan cough-ups. Came in as the 5th best power conference team at forcing turnovers, almost 16 a game. Full court press from Penn State. Reuben Jones whips one right side. Wolf, Michigan breaks it with ease. 8:34 remaining, 59-54 Michigan. Wolf, jab step right wing. Now free throw line, Gale. Flip it into Walters, who soars and dunks it down with 2 hands along the left baseline. The three-point specialist able to slam it home, 61-54 Michigan.
Yeah, Sam Walters not known for getting up banging it, but I tell you what, if he doesn't step up and bang it, Niederhauser throws that back into the third row.
Curran at the point, left wing Dunn. Back to Baldwin, left pocket. Blows by a couple of Wolverines, spins it past to Niederhauser. Bobbles, regathers. Plinko's at home off the window. 61-56. Nittany Lions within 5, 7:55 left. Media timeout, next stoppage. Right corner Walters flips it into a driving Wolf. Spins right block. Now he fades. Kind of a touch shot. Thuds off the back iron. Easy rebound with no one around him by Kern for Penn State. Kern hits the turbo. Loses the handle. Gets it back. Whips it over the head of Baldwin into the first row of the Maze Rage. Right behind that Penn State bench. Timeout on the floor. 7:38 left. Michigan 61, Penn State 56. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
Saturday night, April 26th.
Carry on my wayward son.
Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort welcomes multi-platinum legends Kansas. Tickets start at $47 and are on sale now at the box office or online at etix.com.
Just in the wind.
Don't miss Kansas live.
Another Fork in the Road tour.
At Soaring Eagle, Saturday, April 26th. More at SoaringEagleCasino.com.
John Jansen here. We cover all things Michigan athletics on our podcast channel, MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen. In the Trenches, presented by Meyer, focuses on all things Michigan football, including exclusive interviews, game previews, and post-game episodes. Defend the Block highlights both men's and women's basketball programs, and Conquering Heroes keeps you in the loop on every team in Ann Arbor. Search MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen wherever you get your podcast. That's MGO Blue Podcast with John Jansen.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more reps, 2 more.
you deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey Wolverine fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Michigan basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Michigan Wolverines. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
61-56, Michigan up by 5 here on Penn State with 7:38 to play. For any out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. Got the mother and mother-in-law locked and loaded on the Varsity Network app. 2 different states, one hope, and that's for a Michigan victory here today. And one where, Terry, in the second half, Michigan's had control, but they haven't been able to pull away. Their largest lead is 8.
No, they haven't. And you know what? Just don't allow that turnover margin to kind of expand, something that has come back and haunt you all season long. So you want to finish games, take care of the basketball. When you're fouled, step up and make free throws.
If you're just joining us, Vlad Golden has played just 14 minutes tonight, averages 26 a game. Only 4 points. He's battling an illness. Has not felt great. Didn't go through all of his warm-ups pregame to try to conserve energy. He's on the bench right now. Michigan has 3 starters, Donaldson, Gale, and Wolf, joined by Sam Walters and Reuben Jones. Michigan the basketball, 61-56, the 5-point lead. Jones fakes a pass left, drives to the left block, and he has a lot of contact. Layup no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Penn State.
Yeah.
And stays with Michigan. Boy, that was a lot of contact.
Yeah. Play through contact.
That's Big Ten basketball.
Yeah, I thought Reuben Jones, when he caught that handoff, they had him going to his power hand, the left hand. He was looking to hand it off, but the lane had opened up. He could have went down the lane and hammered that.
Left point Wolf almost drags the pivot foot. Attempts a pass inside to Jones, and it's poked away by Niederhauser, and then Wolf yanked down the jersey of Yannick Conan Niederhauser. And it's number 3 on Wolf, his first second-half foul, and the 7th on Michigan. So Niederhauser, a 66% free throw shooter, who's 2 of 2 today, heads of the line for a 1-and-1, with Michigan clinging to a 5-point lead.
Yeah, next play mentality here.
Yeah, Michigan, half of the Penn State turnovers. Nittany Lions have coughed it up 16. Michigan, that was just their 8th. Niederhauser's first. Earns him a second and pulls Penn State within 4, 61-57, 7:16 and a halted second-half clock.
Yeah, be ready to rebound. I mean, he's not an excellent free throw shooter, but...
One more for the former Northern Illinois Husky, and he thuds it off the back iron. Rebounds Sam Walters, who has given Michigan 8 solid minutes tonight. Near sideline, Gale around a screen from Wolf. Pauses at the point, accelerates right block, feed right corner. Walters catch and shoot 3. Bottom! On cue, Sam Walters delivers. 7-point lead, 7 minutes to play.
Yeah, big shot by the sprinklers.
Making his dog Cheeto proud. Past the center line comes Dillion. Base of the block M, Dillion drifts to the right pocket around a hedge from Niederhauser. Lofts it left wing, Dunn. Probes, drives into the paint. Floats it up there, no, but a foul. A lot of contact there. Boy, Sam Walters, the activity there. He's probably not ever going to be an elite defender, but you show that type of effort, you're going to get those types of defensive stands more times than not. That time a foul.
Yeah, well, he was beat, and if you're going to take a foul, take a foul. Don't take one of those little light fouls where you allow him to get up and complete a 3-point play.
Done 15 of 16 from the line this year. Sinks the first, as you would expect. That was foul 8 on Michigan, the first on Walters. Free throw cuts it to a half-dozen-point lead for Michigan. 6:41 to play. Second free throw swishes down. It's 64-59 U of M, and some pressure from Penn State. Reuben Jones engineering the Michigan offense, and he is able to work his way past Dillion into the forecourt. Jones, base of the block M, picks up his bounce, lobs it right wing Wolf, spinning to the right elbow. Back to Jones, right corner. English is a pass underneath to Wolf. Tried to reverse a layup, nowhere close. It was blocked, and it's deflected to DeMarco Dunn for Penn State. 6:13 to play, 64-59 Michigan. Left wing Dunn, looks in, drives to the free throw line out of the right block, back out Baldwin, sizing up Walters. Stutter step, spins a pass left wing, 3-ball Hicks, airborne and too strong. Rebound down to Danny Wolf, and then a foul. Dunn went too much into Danny Wolf's back there, as Zach Hicks, who was 6 for 11 from deep the last time Michigan faced Penn State in the Big Ten tournament. With that miss, he's 0 of 3, and that is foul number 5 on Penn State, Michigan's ball.
Yeah, I like the defensive effort there by Danny Wolf. I mean, sometimes when you don't have it going on the offensive end where he kind of seems like he's struggling a little bit out of sync, hey, get it done down here on the defensive end and he does an excellent job at rebounding the basketball.
Into the forecourt comes Reuben Jones. Now base of the block M, Danny Wolf. 5:46 to play. Michigan's lead is 5. Wolf takes it all the way. High banker, way too strong. Niederhauser, a lot of contact, no whistle. Rebound, Niederhauser. Up ahead, Baldwin. High banker crawls home, and it's 64-61 Michigan. Baldwin up to 13 now to go along with 5 assists. Donaldson around a modest screen from Wolf. At the right elbow to Wolf. Shot fake. Drives into a bump by Niederhauser. Boy, that Wolf shot fake, we've seen it a lot from him. Would you like to have seen him take that shot?
Yeah, you got to have confidence, but right now he's struggling from the field, so I understand the hesitation, but you have the coaching staff steady encouraging him because they know that they're going to need him to take those shots. You're going to get wide open shots. You got to shoot them with confidence.
Now Michigan does catch a break. That foul was whistled on Niederhauser. It's his 4th. So Niederhauser leaves. Kachi Enze in. Damari Burnett chimes in for Sam Walters on the Michigan side. Michigan 64, Penn State 61, 5:11 remaining. Gale into the paint, left lane, bangs, misses, but he gets fouled, and he's going to the line for 2. That's the 3rd on Zach Hicks for Penn State.
Yeah, good strong move there by Roddy Gale Jr. Being able to put it on the deck, and he has that in his game. I'd like to see more of it.
That's the area that Drew Dusty made a Roddy Gale Jr. from the start. His ability to draw fouls, he does there. Earns a couple of free throws where he shoots it at 81%, and he misses the first. Dillion returns for Penn State, replacing Enze. Danny Wolf leaves, and Vlad Golden's out there. We saw around this same juncture, with about a minute before the under 4 media timeout in the first half, Golden came in. Similar setup here, 5:09 to play. One more for Gale to split the pair. Knee bend, hoists, knocks it down. 65-61 Michigan. 5:08 to play. Neither team is led by more than 8. Michigan's led for the vast majority of the ball game. Baldwin over to the left wing, Dillion feeds Hicks right wing. Back to Dillion left side. He spins into the paint. Feed it right wing, done a 3-ball, and he swirls it home. 7th made 3 Penn State. Timeout by Mike Rhodes and the Nittany Lions. It's a 1-point game with 4:53 remaining. We will keep it here as Penn State takes its second to last timeout.
Yeah, they just find a way. They won't go away. So what Michigan has to do is not come up with empty possessions down on the offensive end. Get you a good shot at the basket. The last thing you want to do is turn that ball over, because it's full steam ahead for the Nittany Lions, as you've seen in the open court. When they find ways to get steals, they have one thing on their mind, and that's to get to the basket.
Damari Burnett talked about this during that week last week where Michigan played back-to-back close ball games, overtime games. He said there are 3 keys in close games: valuing every possession, having a team effort in rebounding, and getting the best shot on offense. We'll see how Michigan can do that with Damari on the floor, with Donaldson, Jones, Gale, and Golden up by 1, 4:53 remaining.
Yeah, and I believe a guy like Damari can definitely put his fingerprints on this game coming down the stretch. He's one of those big-time players. He'll come up with a defensive play, or he'll come up with some buckets down the stretch.
He's one of 3 Wolverines in double figures, no one with more than 12. Trey Donaldson at that mark, plus 6 assists. Michigan into the forecourt. Golden hedges for Reuben Jones. Pitches it at the point. Burnett back to Jones, right pocket. Taking it right baseline. Zips it toward Gale. Intercepted Baldwin. Penn State with the ball up ahead, Dunn. Catches underneath the basket. Skip it, Baldwin left point. Feed over to Hicks. Right wing, a 3 for the lead. Yep. His first triple tonight. A turnover for a 3-ball, and it's 67-65 Nittany Lions, 4:15 remaining.
Yeah, that's one of those turnovers for touchdowns, if you will. I mean, you just can't come up with empty possessions.
But Donaldson then wills a bucket off the window from the right block. He was the only one to touch the basketball on that possession. 67 all, 4 minutes left. Baldwin backpedals high on the left. Feed it over, intercepted Golden. Somehow pitched it to Jones. Baldwin attempted to find Kern. How about Vlad Golden playing ill, just his 9th steal of the year?
Yeah, if you like
Right
it.
wing Donaldson a 3. Off the front iron, rebound, Penn State and Kern. That was a heat check from Trey.
Yeah, Vlad almost like he was playing possum there and said, hey.
Kern backs down Golden on a switch. Now brings it back out to the right point. Pauses his dribble. Lofts high to the right, Baldwin. Shot clock down to 10. Some discombobulated looks here for Penn State. Lofted left side Hicks into the painted area. Feed left corner. Dillion a 3 for the lead, and he splashes it down. Penn State's 9 of 17 from the long line. 70-67. Penn State 3:05 left. Timeout Dusty May in Michigan. We'll take it with them. Penn State 6 of 10 from deep in the second half. Michigan needs to rally here at home. We'll pause for a break. This is Wolverines basketball from Learfield.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Our coverage of Michigan hoops continues after this word from your local station here on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
To celebrate the before it ends.
Penn State with a 70-67 lead here on Michigan. And with 3:05 remaining in the second half, we're keeping it here for the rest of this one. This last call is presented by Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to craft. It's Brian Bush, Terry Mills, Tony Butler, and Rob Joyce with you. Terry, Penn State has made its last 4 from the floor. They're 59% in the second half overall and 6 of 10 from deep. What was a Michigan 8-point lead with 11 and a half to play is now a 3-point Penn State deficit. What have you seen from Michigan's defense and Penn State's offense here in the last about 8 game minutes?
Well, you got to be able to close out and be there on the catch right now. Michigan is allowing them to kind of get the seams lined up, and they're not feeling any pressure as they're working that ball around. You got to be there on the catch, force them to drive the basketball.
Wolverines come out with Sam Walters, Trey Donaldson, Roddy Gale Jr., Danny Wolf, and the inbounder Damari Burnett. Penn State counters with Hicks, Dillion, Baldwin, Dunn, and Kern. Vlad Golden, just 17 minutes tonight. He's on the bench, battling an illness. Wolverines try to battle and rally now. They've led in this one for almost 28 game minutes, but they trail by 3 right now. 3 minutes remaining. Right wing Donaldson, feed Gale, drives into the paint, takes it strong, goes for the one-hand jam. No good, a lot of contact, no foul. Gale pleading for a whistle. It's rebounded by Penn State.
Yeah, I tell you what, I love the intent right there by Roddy Gale.
High to the left, Dillion. Penn State has not led by multiple possessions today. Dillion to the right lane, feeds Baldwin right pocket. Closely guarded by Donaldson. Drifts to the point, around the rainbow, left elbow. Pauses his bounce to the right side, Dillion. Shot clock at 4. Up fake by Dillion, spinning with 1. Fades away, misses it short. 2-hop rebound to Baldwin with 2:20 left and a reset 20 for Penn State.
Yeah, those are the ones you got to come up with right there.
Excellent defense, but an inability to rebound against a not very good rebounding team. Baldwin bumped by Donaldson. It's a foul, and Baldwin's as automatic as they come at the line. After Donaldson's first, it's a 1-and-1 for Baldwin, who is 93% from the line, tied for 7th nationally. He is 106 for 114.
Yeah, those type of numbers there is just about automatic as it is.
2:08 left, 70-67 Penn State. Nittany Lions have won 3 straight against the Wolverines. One dribble, knee bend, shoots and scores. 71-67 Nittany Lions. Penn State's largest lead tonight. One more for one of the best point guards in the Big Ten. It is up, and it is good. Sending Baldwin to the free throw line is as automatic as it comes. 72-67 Penn State. Walters out. Cheddar in for the Wolverines. And Penn State brings some press. Pushing the tempo. Inbound Burnett. Gets it to the center line. Wolverines dispose of that with ease. Now Wolf in between the circles. Pauses his bounce. Looks left. Has to give it off Cheddar. Shot clock halfway gone. Nothing on the interior for Michigan. And a timeout, Dusty May. He did not like how that was developing. 1:50 on the clock. 72-67 Penn State. And Michigan hasn't scored in more than 2 game minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a struggle on the offensive end. Good timeout by Coach Dusty May trying to get things organized. And I tell you what, every time they've came out of a timeout, they've got something good. I mean, Roddy Gale wasn't able to get that dunk to stay down, but I tell you what, they've been getting something solid coming out of timeouts.
Wolverines have not lost at home this year. Wolverines are 6-2 in the Big Ten, but you kind of looked at the matchup and you're a little worried just because of how Penn State plays. They force turnovers, which hasn't really been a huge factor in terms of number. But Terry, Michigan's coughed it up 9 times, and Penn State scored 16 points off those, whereas the Wolverines have forced 17 Nittany Lions turnovers and have only scored 17. So turnover impact almost equal, even if it hasn't turned into many turnovers from Michigan's offensive standpoint.
Yeah, and you can't tell me coming into this ball game that this team was going to out-rebound Michigan. And I tell you what, they've done an excellent job. They're rebounding the basketball and keeping Michigan off the glass.
And not just out-rebounding them by 12, 34-22. So, Michigan set to inbound. Namari Burnett to trigger in front of the Michigan bench. Shot clock at 12, Michigan down 5, $1:50 remaining. Burnett inbounds Wolf. Back to Donaldson, center circle. Jets his way into the paint. Skip it to a driving Gale. This time he finishes the jam. 1:42 left, 72-69 Penn State. Wolverines need a stop.
Yeah, getting a stop hasn't been the issue. The issue is being able to come up with that rebound.
And Baldwin, a bad pass toward a cutting Kern. Only 12 seconds on that possession, and it's turnover 18 for the Nittany Lions. 1:31 remaining, 72-69 Penn State.
There's Namari Burnett time right now, in my opinion.
Center circle, Donaldson as a Let's Go Blue chant emanates from a sold-out Chrysler. Donaldson, whip it right wing. Burnett a 3 for the tie. In and out. Rebound tapped up twice and saved by Donaldson high on the left. 1:11 left. Behind the back bounce, Donaldson had a poke from his hands out of bounds by Dunn. Stays with Michigan. 14 on the timer. 1:08 remaining in regulation. 72-69 Nittany Lions.
Yeah, you're talking about a shot that was halfway down by Namari Burnett.
You'll take that 10 times out of 10 if you're a Michigan fan. Inbound Burnett. Leave it for Gale. Michigan down 3. Shot clock to 9. Gale pushes it. A dangerous pass to Donaldson. Grabs it. Had it knocked out of bounds by Baldwin. Shot clock at 6. Penn State wants that to be reviewed. And I don't think... Oh, now DJ Carstensen. Will he? Will he allow it to be reviewed? He will not. Emphatic decision by Jason Phillips. And Penn State didn't labor for it too long. Shot clock at 6. A minute left. 72-69 Penn State. Burnett has the basketball. Looks right. Skip it Donaldson. Wheels to the head of the key. Shoots a jumper and swirls it home. 4 straight for Michigan. 72-71. The Penn State lead down to a single tally with 54 seconds. And Chrysler Center stands up and cheers. Baldwin in between the rings. Lobs a dangerous pass caught by Hicks left side. Now Kern, Penn State's leading scorer with 16 on the right wing. Jab step drives. Headed shot rejected by Wolf. Deflects to Burnett. About an 8-second game clock, shot clock differential. Donaldson strolls into the forecourt. He pauses. He steps back. He shoots for three. Donaldson home! 7 straight for Michigan. 74-72 U of M. Shot clock off. 22 seconds left. Penn State has a timeout. They haven't used it. Baldwin, their star, high on the left with 15. Shot fake, leave it for Kern. Back to Baldwin with 11. Michigan's lead is 2. Baldwin contested 3 from the left. Off the heel, rebound Donaldson. 4 seconds left, fouled with 4.3. 74-72 Michigan. Trey Donaldson had his worst game against Purdue 3 days ago, and he just came up with the go-ahead 3, and he has a chance at 2 free throws to salt away the Nittany Lions.
Man, you want to talk about taking big-time shots.
Let's go blue chant again as they show Jimmy King sitting front row here at Chrysler Center. Trey Donaldson salted it away with 4 for 4 free throws in overtime 8 days ago against Northwestern. Here, 4.3 left, 74-72 Michigan. And Donaldson at the free throw line for the first time today. He's a 65%er from the line. Spirit fingers up from the maze rage. Donaldson bends the knees, shoots, and scores. 75-72 Michigan, 4.3 left. Timeout. And the timeout. Who took that one? 75-72. It's Michigan who calls it. So confidence that Trey Donaldson will not be phased. Dusty May wants to talk over the defensive set. Up 3, 4.3 left, and an 8-0 Michigan run.
Yeah, let's get ready for it. I mean, even if they do, Trey steps up, knocks down this shot, you would like them to be coming toward the basketball to take a little time off the clock as opposed to on the run headed toward their basket. So something that Michigan's definitely got to think about right now. But
the last Michigan 6 points have come from Trey Donaldson. And the last non-Donaldson bucket, the Roddy Gale Jr. jam, assisted by Trey Donaldson.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Danny Wolf hasn't had a Danny Wolf type of ball game, but that block shot down here was huge on that defensive end. And I always say, when you're struggling and not doing so well, there's other things that you can do. So good to see Danny Wolf step up and block that shot.
Donaldson's free throw to make it 4, and he swishes it down. A career-high 21 for Donaldson, 76-72, Michigan by 4. Bullet pass to Baldwin, he's from 35, thuds off the heel, rebound Danny Wolf, and Trey Donaldson lets out some roars here at Chrysler Center. He wills Michigan past Penn State with a personal 7-0 run to finish. 9 straight for Michigan to go from down 5 to up 4 as we spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be Wolverines. I think I know who you're going to say, Terry Mills.
Well, you can say it for me. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's Trey Donaldson. I mean, this kid pretty much willed Michigan to this victory. There was a point in this ball game where you thought Michigan was kind of dead in the water. But you know what? I love that the fans stuck around for this one. Usually they head for the exits early, thinking that, hey, we may have let this one slip away. You would have hated to miss the end of this game because Michigan just wheeled away and found a way to win this game.
76-72, Michigan a winner. Post-game show next. This is Wolverines basketball from